Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. I'm so excited because I'm really liking my makeup lately. And I don't know why, because TMI, I should be broken out. That is what it is, okay? It's that time. Generally, I am broken out with all sorts of things. And right now, I only have a couple right here, which is great. Like, I'm not complaining. And the makeup is just laying so well lately that I don't understand what's going on. But let's get to what I'm wearing today. Today I put on the Skin Treat again, the Sugar Rush from Tarte. I really like this. It's a thicker liquid, but it's like a almost like a liquid to powder feel. It's really velvety when it goes on your skin. That's what it feels like actually. That's the best description. It's velvet on your skin. It is just so nice. It covers really good for a tinted moisturizer, honestly. I would say it it gives a good medium coverage. I don't think you can go any more than that, but you're it's not really supposed to, you know what I mean? This is this little bit too dark for me, but I'm making it work because I really do like it. I am thinking about going a shade down, but I'm scared that then it's going to become too light. But maybe it could work in the winter months. I don't know. Then I'm using the Tarteless Creaseless Concealer again to give it a whirl. Again, I think it laid nicely. It's very creamy. It's got good coverage. It creases. All concealers do. Let's be honest, but not nearly as bad as some. I will say that. But I do like it. I like the shade of it. I like everything about it. I set the T-zone and under the eyes with my Prism Libre. The rest of the face, I used the Natasha Denona. I didn't necessarily need to set it because it does have like a velvety texture, but I did just for that little bit of extra coverage. For the powdered bronzer today, I used the YSL. It actually looks really nice with the tone of this foundation. I'm kind of surprised. It's kind of growing on me a little bit. I still think that the Armani bronzer is better, but it is growing on me. And then I decided to pull out the Charlotte Tilbury again, the palette, because I also used a Charlotte Tilbury for the eyes, but I pulled out the Beautifying Face palette, Pillow Talk Fair Medium again, except this time, yesterday I used these two, today I used these two, and I like them. I think it looks nice on the skin and everything. I like the color, everything's great, but these two up here are definitely my favorite, to be fair. I think that this is just a little bit too hot pink for me, and this is I like a pink highlighter, so I think that this would be nice with a lower tone, like a different tone blush. Basically, I just think this is a little bit too pink, but will I wear it? Yes, I will. Will I enjoy this? Yes, I will, and yes, I do. So then I noticed that she's coming out with her Christmas palette, and it's one of the 9 pans again. And I don't know how I feel about that. Will I buy it? Probably. But I like the longer ones. I'm going to be honest. So I am playing with this one again. The Beautyverse palette from last year. This one here. I think the packaging is gorgeous. The colors inside are pretty. And they work well. I just don't think the options are necessarily here like in the other palettes. I still think it's fairly easy to use. Let's get started. And I'll show you for lips. I'm wearing Marc Jacob lipstick in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Alright, so the first shade we're going to go into is this one right here. I think that this is a very good shade for if you're going to contour the eye with my skin tone. I think it's a good shade. I will say that this is a fairly quick look to do using this palette, so it doesn't like take me all day, or there's not that many decisions I make. I did try a little bit different of a look today than I usually do, but I mean, it really kind of just turned out the same, to be fair. But it was still easy nonetheless. Now we're going to go into this darker shade right here. And we're just going to darken up the outer corner and into the crease. The shadows are nice to work with, like they're creamy, buttery, buildable, blendable. There's a nice gradient effect. I mean, there's all of this. This could be said about 1,000 different palettes too. I will say I don't, and I haven't, let me say that, I haven't, because I haven't had it quite a year yet. I haven't grabbed for this like I did the longer ones in the past. I'll say that. And I don't think it's because of the quality. I don't know what it's because of. If I'm being honest, I really don't. I don't know what holds me back. It's just, there's something that I'm just not necessarily vibing with, I guess. I don't know. Alright, we're going to take this, we're going to take the, contour shade right here. And I'm going to run it under the lower lash line. I will say I do feel like, in a way, I'm going to run it back under this one too, that these mattes, in a way, in a strange way, I don't know how to really explain this, but it kind of blurs the lines in your eyes. Not as good as the Surratt shadows, but pretty good. You know what I mean? Now we're going to go into this pink shade. And I'm just picking it up just a little bit, and we're going to kind of like just brush it over this lid. Kind of just cover up the color of my lid in a way. I'm not necessarily interested in the color. Well, I kind of am, but not really. It's more about just covering up the lid with a tinted color. That way if anything peeks through here in a minute, it'll be this basically. But I'm not like building up the color or anything. It's more just like smoothing out the lines and covering the lid. And then we'll go back into that darkest shade because I don't want to lose that on this outer corner. Go back into that first shade. I mean, and don't get me wrong, like I have used this palette. I don't know if you can see, but there's indentions in it. So this palette has been used. So with that said, it's like now, and I don't use it as much as I did the other one, so it kind of tells you how much I did use those other ones when they launched throughout the year. Again, I would probably go once a month to grab it, you know, so that means I use it at least 12 times in a year's time, you know. Then, of course, the new one released, I'd put the old one up and start using the new one type of thing. Alright, now I'm going to pick up this purple shade right here, and we're not going to spray it or anything, and I'm going to put it mostly in the middle of the lid, and then just sort of scatter it. But I definitely want most of that pigment and concentration right in the middle. And I don't know if you can see the effect of it. Again, it's one of these palettes that it looks pretty as is, okay? But it looks prettier when the light hits it in a certain way. So for me, this palette would be good for photos for sure. Out in the, like if you're out in the sun, or lots of lights, even something like that, you know what I mean, to get the real effect of this palette. But if you're not like that ever, then there's kind of, it's like, why do you need it, you know what I mean? Like, I really don't need it. I'm not outside a lot. I'm not under any, well, I'm under these lights, but you know what I mean. I'm not getting my picture taken. We're going to take that darkest shade I use in the outer corner, and we're going to line now the lower lash line and upper lash line. I use the Tarte Fake Awake in the cream color for my waterline. And I will say these mats are really soft. Almost like a cream to powder. Well, that's probably what they are actually. But you know what I mean. I don't know what her new palette's going to be like. I am curious on that. Like the formula in it. But I guess we're already gearing up with sneak peeks for the holiday season and launches, which I kind of appreciate. That way, like, we know what to save our money for. Like, I do kind of appreciate that. But then I'm like, it's also kind of early, in my opinion, but, you know, who am I? Okay. And then for the inner corner, we're going to go into this shade right here and pick it up, and I'm just going to put it right on that inner corner. You do have to be careful with these shades because there's tons of fallout. But if you spray your brush, use your finger, glitter glue, you'll be fine. Like, it'll hold all day. But if you're using nothing like myself right now, you're going to have fallout. Taking it off, you're going to be finding glitter for days. Little, not necessarily glitter, but little sparkle things. But, you know, it is still beautiful no matter how you look at it. I didn't get any fallout really with this palette, thank goodness. But I was very, like, careful. So if you're in a rush, might not be the palette to choose, to be honest, because unless you're spraying, of course. If you spray your brush, you'll be fine. Alright, for nail polish today, I'm wearing the LA Colors in Mademoiselle. And then for mascara, I don't know where I put it. Right. How did I lose my mascara? This is what I'm talking about. I should not be allowed to do anything. I just had it. Oh. Now what am I supposed to do about that one? I can't put a different mascara on this eye and have it looking like this on this eye. I didn't even go anywhere or do anything, y'all. Interesting. Oh no. You know what I think I done? I think I left it in a different room because I got. Oh no, I didn't. It's right here. Sorry. Scattered brain today. We're going to use the brown. I was going to use the Dream Pop one, but that one's more like of a reddy, like it's got more red in it, or maroon, I guess, even. I don't know. It's not like this brown. And I felt like this color was more what this look needed, in my opinion. But I do like the Dream Pop mascara with the looks that do come out of this palette. Just today in particular, I'm shooting for a different look. Which usually, if I am using that palette, I do use the Dream Pop, so... my other looks that I've done using that palette has that mascara with it, technically. I can't. I've made a mess now. Of course I have. I don't want to continue to make a mess, I think. It's one of those days where earlier today I done something, made a mess, and then of course I go to clean it up and I made another mess. So I'm like, okay, it's one of these days, is it? Got it. At least I know what kind of day it's gonna be. Okay. Ow, bottom lashes. I'll clean the mess up in a minute. But at least I know what kind of day I'm having, you know, so I can prepare for it for the rest of the day. There is that to think about. If you know you're going to have a bad day, you can already prepare, set yourself up, be like, okay, things just ain't going to go right, you know? Sort of like just, it's a Monday. Which anymore, I feel that's every day for me. Every day's a Monday. And just when I think something's going to go right, it don't. But I am holding on hope that, you know, things will work out. I do feel that, like, what is meant to be will be and is supposed to be. You know, like, eventually it may take longer, but it will be. And that's where I'm at right now. I keep getting discouraged because I can't find a job, and I'm like, I don't understand. If everybody you talk to is like, oh, we can't keep nobody, oh, we can't, you know, nobody wants to work, but yet everybody is filling out applications, why is people not working? And I don't know what will happen. But anyway, I'm still looking for a job. My fingers are crossed. I have high hopes that, you know, I might not get what I want, but maybe I don't know what I want. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what you want until you get it, and then you're like, man, I'm really glad I got, you know, that type of thing is how I'm hoping this is all going to play out. But, yeah. because I really just want to get back out into the world and into society and, do something. Anything. But anyway, this is the final look using that palette. I do like it. I don't think it's worth the price point. But if you got it on sale, then that's a different story. Or if there's discount codes, I don't know if there is. I'm pretty sure I paid full price for mine. But, I mean, it does create beautiful looks. It's just not one I grabbed for, though, to be honest. It's just not. And I really can't put my finger on the reasoning for it. I can only tell you that I don't grab for it. But that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped in some way. I'm going to keep an lookout because I do think I will get the new one for this year. But at the same time, if it's the same formulas and stuff, I don't know if I will. Because if I don't grab for this one, I don't see why I would grab for the other one. Especially because I like this color story better. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I will keep a lookout for that. But yeah, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all of that where you're notified when I upload. I do upload every day but Sunday. And I will see you in my next one. Hopefully I get a job soon. And I can tell you all about it. But that is all I have. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Bye.